Hello guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play here in Victoria 2 with the historical flavor mod. Today I'm going to try a Switzerland campaign. I've wanted to play Switzerland for quite some time. I actually had a strategy developed, although that was way back. I think that was completely unmodded Victoria 2 when I figured out that strategy, which wasn't revolutionary or anything. It simply involved invading the Kingdom of Sardinia, called Sardinia Piedmont in the base game. As we will see though, things are going to be a bit more complicated in the historical flavor mod, but that is life. As you can also see, I've already I've tried and failed to play Switzerland. Well, failed would be not an appropriate thing to say. More along the lines of, I learned so many new things while playing that I felt like I wanted to start over to try and get a proper Swiss campaign going, you know. Oh, the music just cut out. Yeah, that does happen when you wait too long on the starting screen. Because I usually have a couple of takes to record my intro the way I want it to be, and so I often end up lingering, and now I'm just talking and lingering even more. People are gonna ask, so yeah, you can see a Finland save here. Yes, I did try to play Finland. I tried to make a Finland Let's Play. I failed so hard, honestly. Yeah, it hurts. It really sucks when you make a Let's Play. You know, I edited 3 episodes. I was like, yeah, boy, we're gonna do this, and then I got completely shat upon. I guess I can show you guys what I did achieve. So it's, Finland of course starts as a puppet, but I used some meme strategies. If you want to know more, just ask me in the Discord or in the comments. I used some meme strategy to acquire colonies by declaring independence and then fabricating and then conquering it before I had to surrender the war. And I don't know, I got some nice colonies in Vietnam and Congo. I tried to boost soldier pop. I did, I exploited a bit with the independence shit to get high militancy, so I could get extra medicine reforms to get pop. I don't know. I did the things that I thought you were supposed to do, but nothing was quite enough. You know, I waited until Germany invaded Russia. This war is about to end, but they did cut them down to size. But I went for independence. Fucking Serbia and everyone just showed, like, I just got fucking destroyed. The Dutch as well landed in these islands, which I have no idea how I acquired, but I don't know. I guess it was some event and I just didn't pay attention. Oh, yeah, it really hurts. I don't know. I'm gonna make it up though. I'm gonna play Finland, I think, in CK2 at some point. Hell fucking hell. By the time this Let's Play is up, maybe the Holy Fury DLC for CK2, I think it's called that, is out, and I can play Finland. If I choose to not play Finland, this will of course be a bit embarrassing, but that is a part of life, and a man must just endure. So yes, we are Finland. We are not Finland, we are Switzerland. That is a pretty important difference. We are definitely one of the strongest. Well, we are the strongest nation in certain aspects, but by far the weakest in others. So we are basically just a nation, I guess. We have extremely good literacy for a nation in Victoria 2. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this is the highest literacy in the game. Fuck, can I check that? Ledger. National comparison. No, we're not quite the... Oh god, there's actually quite a lot of nations ahead of us. Denmark has... Okay, I did not know that. Well, you still get the general idea. We have 80 literacy. The highest literacy in the game is 81. And only Denmark is the only, like, realistic nation to play as that has that kind of literacy. Everyone else is just like Baden and Württemberg, which, nah, I've never figured out a good strategy for those guys, despite actually trying. I have played as Schleswig-Holstein though. I never did record that campaign, which is such a shame, because that was a really stupid campaign. So one thing that I did in my previous attempt is that I tried to encourage reactionaries, although I didn't look at the party loyalty, and Switzerland is one of the few nations that actually starts out with party loyalty, except for Freiburg. that does not have any party loyalty for some reason. But yeah, and this party loyalty is pretty hardcore. It seems like it's pretty divided. A lot of liberal loyalty, which is awful. A decent bit of conservative loyalty. Maybe later in the game, I'll try and sort some of this shit out. Actually, we actually have good literacy. No, we never mind. Trying to remember my own lessons here. Yeah, we do want clergy because we want the research points. Obviously, it doesn't. Yeah, we don't need more literacy really, but getting those research points as a result of having 2% clergy population is still definitely a priority. We're playing Switzerland, so we do have an interesting situation here in the historical flavor mod. For anyone who is used to playing HPM mod or historical project mod. And vanilla, for that sake, there's no Swiss culture in this mod. Instead, the culture is divided between Swiss German, Swiss French, Swiss Italian, and Romansh. So it's all Swiss, I guess, but they just speak different languages. The French are bordering the French, the Germans border the Germans, and the Italians border the Italians. I mean, we all know about these guys here in Lugano from my papal campaign. The Romansh are also around, which is pretty interesting. I guess they're just, I don't know. I don't know if Romansh is a completely. I know it's a. I mean, you can hear it by the name Romansh. It's a Latin-based language or Romance language, but I'm not sure if it's an independent branch of the language or if it's just a dialect in the sort of Romance dialect continuum that is separated as a different language because of the history of Switzerland compared to, say, the Venetian language, which is classified as a dialect of Italian, despite the fact that Venetian and Sardinian are. I don't think they're mutually intelligible. Presumably they're they're similar and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know. So I shouldn't be spouting about talking about shit I don't know that much about. But the whole party loyalty thing, that was one thing I learned from my failed attempt. Well, once again, not a failed attempt, but still an attempt I wasn't happy with. The main thing I learned, however, is dealing with the famous, one of the most famous parts of Swiss existence, I guess, and that is Swiss political neutrality. Although quickly before we go into that, I need to disable microstates because I don't like microstates. I guess we'll do freedom of religion. You can read this if you want. Basically, free exercise thereof, abridging religion, blah blah blah. So people can do whatever the fuck they want. We get extra assimilation rate, immigration attraction, less pop militancy, but a bit more consciousness, which is fair. So that's nice. Let's hide the options. Yeah, Switzerland is a reasonably divided population between Catholics and Protestants. We're also going to see how this plays out. Let's see. Oh, for a second there I wanted to click on the quote-unquote religion map mode, but then I remembered, there is no such thing. No, it's hard to show, but I think the religious differences in this country are related to a civil war that is going to hit in around the year. There we are. Around the year 1847. The Sonderbund War, I think it was called historically, and I'm pretty sure it's called that in this game as well. The thing that I learned from playing through that is that it's not a very difficult thing to go through, but when you do that war, you actually lose political neutrality, which is a modifier that the Swiss have that gives them a bunch of penalties, a little bit of immigration attraction, but that rarely matters when you're in Europe. Yeah, we're not getting any immigrants. I've seen like some random French people move over to Switzerland at certain points, but it's just not that impressive. Okay, there we are. Yeah, getting. Okay, we're getting a couple of immigrants from France, but more people are leaving to like Colombia or wherever. So it's not that impressive. But other than those harsh modifiers, the problem about political neutrality is that we can't actually do anything. We can't justify war, we can't ally anyone, we we're neutral. We can't do shit. Normally, to get rid of that, you would do this decision: abandon Swiss neutrality. Yeah, the only thing you need is 20 prestige, which sounds simple enough. Why? Like, you know, just spam a bit of prestige, right? You know, get some prestige from these technologies. I mean, and, you know, prestige techs have been heavily nerfed in recent versions of HFM, but surely it is still possible? No, it's not possible, not at all. Because of the political neutrality, we lose 1.5 prestige every month. And so you're basically stuck at 1 or 0. I don't know why you sometimes get 1, but I don't know. You basically have no prestige. You're never going to have any, and it sucks. So yeah, I've tried different strategies, you know, trying to like tactically get the technologies for these decisions we can get that gives us some prestige. You know, the Geneva Convention gives us 10. But it is all very RNG based. I actually had a look in the files as well, and I think there is an event in 1870 or around that time that gives you just straight up 20 prestige for no good reason. Well, I mean, presumably it's a good reason, but I didn't read why, but you do get it. But I can't be arsed to wait that long. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the Civil War, and seeing as the Civil War includes you actually going to war with another nation, the Federation of Sunderbund or whatever. Well, I guess Bund is... let's not go into details about the name of the thing, but essentially the way that the... Like, I'm not sure how they programmed it, but if you accidentally go into a war as Switzerland, you're immediately pieced out. And if you do, you know, if you ask someone for an alliance, like, hey, Baden, well, I guess he technically already asked me, or did he? I don't know. Point is, if I were to ask for an alliance and it would be accepted, it would be immediately cancelled. And so I can see why you wouldn't want to lose political neutrality during the Civil War. Normally, you would get the neutrality back after the Civil War. However, the thing that would give you the neutrality back is not actually an event. Instead, it is a decision. So what we can simply do is refuse to click the decision, and we will be rid of political neutrality in 1847, or around that time. The problem about that is that that decision also gives you some other good stuff, and it gets rid of this horrible confederalism. Yeah, it's relatively weak and makes for slow. Yeah, it's just horrible. It's awful. It sucks. But yeah, we would transfer to federalism instead, which is not the best, but it is technically, you know, it's still decent. I mean, it's not unitary government, but you know, that is life. But while I haven't tested it, I'm pretty sure we could still get that eventually. Because technically, when we are no longer... I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm thinking once we get to that point. France demand extradition of Napoleon? Oh god, that is actually really bad. Jesus Christ, where did my relations go? Ouch. Yeah, we need to sort that out, because obviously when you're playing as a landlocked country like this, and a relatively weak one at that, we need to use a buddy, a great power buddy, to help us gain independence. Shit, what do I want? I think maybe puddling process would be good. Let's see, plurality is also good. I think that affects your technology. Yeah, plurality 41%. We have how much plurality? Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, let's do that then. Good, let's grab that. Switzerland actually starts out with some iron and even coal, yeah, and we'll get even more coal from Neutrality once we integrate it, which is not dramatic at all. I mean, it looks spooky because it's in the, you know, the German sphere of influence and all, but it's very straightforward. I think, I don't know, I've never experienced any bad shit related to that. I really need to choose a trade policy, don't I? Let's get some Smithsonianism, because our conservatives actually have free trade. So, yay. Actually, the difference between the liberals and conservatives are actually barely existing. Yeah, they're all, yeah, the only difference is the liberals are atheists, while the Katholisch Konservative are secularized. Switzerland actually has a surprising amount of flavor events. I think a lot of these are from vanilla though, actually, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the first official census in January 1837, the first official census was held in Switzerland. According to the results, Switzerland had a total population of 2,190,258. Good to know. Yay, 2 prestige! That is immediately going to go away. Yes, quite excellent. Let's boost some of these factories. I know from experience that the liquor and the glass is... yeah, Mazzini arrested. Shit, I didn't show that event, but we got an option to extradite him or to kick him out or something. But yeah, I did that. So I'm really just focusing industry technology, which is pretty... I don't know, there's something very charming about this. Just sitting here in the mountains, having a chill pill. And just building industry in 1841, you know? Look at this shit. 16 points? How long did it take me to get that as Paraguay? Holy shit. And I actually have like technology and shit, you know? I got puddling process because I'm one of the few nations in the entire effing world that actually has coal. I only have one coal province, of course, but it's... No, it's not actually that good. Still, there is some good coal stuff. Once we get coke and pit coal, we'll get another 240% extra bonus. Add that up with the bonus from the technology itself, and that's like, what, 280%? I assume the glass factories are enjoying that. Because I'm starting to... I have loans. Okay. I'm starting to regret doing Smithsonianism. I've gotten so used to just doing that I'm forgetting that tariffs are like the primary source of income at this point. So this might not have been that smart. Shit, I've also completely forgotten that I need to go back to intellectuals. Yeah, I wanted some capitalists, because I can't build factories myself, so I wanted to make sure the capitalists are there for me. That's what happens when you just sort of doze off and you're like, oh, I don't need to play this game, you know, I don't need to do anything for like 4 years. So now I feel really happy for restarting. The fucking French hadn't spared me by this time in my previous attempt, but there we are. He says, and then realizes, of course you can't ally anyone when you are neutral. Oh shit, there goes my relations. F the Paris back. F. Honestly, I feel like I've really been underestimating the power of plurality early game. Unless I had enough population to get extra national focuses, I never bothered doing political thoughts. But I started with what, 30 something plurality, and now I'm up to fucking 100. Because of my technology spam. Look at that shit, 100% technology bonus. Look at that, 22 fucking research points in 1845. Bloody insane, I dare say. Get some trade unions. Pop growth, really? Should we have gotten that at least a billion years ago? No? Actually, maybe... okay, we'll finish this and then I'll grab... Oh no, I already have that. Okay. Yeah, look. Yeah. Ah, here we are. The Sunderbund War. Sunderbund War. There we are. So a couple of Catholic cantons, 7 cantons, are saying... What are they saying, actually? I guess they're just Catholic and conservative. And we are like, no, that's unconstitutional, and now we gotta kill your bitches. And that is what we shall do. Sucks that we have to kill our own army, but it is the price of paying to remove political neutrality. Shit's getting wild in Italy as well. Look at that. The Austrian Empire in general is having a bit of a bad day. But we should be able to sort this shit out. What is... You fighting the Roman Republic? What? Okay. Why is France the one fighting this war? And why is the Roman Republic in control of all of the Pope? Okay, let's not ask too many questions. That is the path many would consider unnatural. He said, and then realized he completely forgot the quote he was supposed to be quoting, but there we are. Let's kill these deep shitty goose dudes in these mountains. Oh, that actually hurts because of the, well, mountains, but didn't hurt that much. We good. Alright, so we're killing the conservatives there, you know, abolishing the Sunderbund, but look at the fucking Austrians, they are just wrecking. Look at that. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, they got the Russians involved, didn't they? Yeah, the intervention in Hungary. Well, there you are. Good for them. The Roman Republic is broke. I don't want more militancy, actually. So here's the good meme, isn't it? Well, I know it is. The Federal Constitution of the Swiss. Yes, indeed. We get federalism, which gets rid of the horrible effects of confederalism, which gives us all of these negative shites that I would want to get rid of. Wait. Are you joking? Can I just abolish it anyway? See, now I wish I know, like now I wish I actually looked into the requirements for federalism, so I knew why I could do that. That's hilarious. What the fuck? We just got rid of confederalism and I didn't even have to sign the dipshit constitution that gives us political neutrality again? That's good. That's good. Oh man, okay. This feels good. You know, I'm lightening up a bit after the horrors of the Finland failed Let's Play. Yeah, we lose war exhaustion. Yeah, we don't have any of that, do we? No. Oh, actually we don't. Huh. Fascinating. Seriously, like half the army just died and... Okay, well. That is a shame though, the fact that the army just died. I'm actually gonna go for some... Am I encouraging? Clerks. Yeah, clerks. Because my industry is kind of a shit, to be honest. And I'm trying to de-shitify it. Yeah, let's go for some soldiers actually. I need to rebuild the army because now we should be able to get spicy. Mr. France, do you want alliance? There we are. Ah, République de France, because of the whole revolution thing. Oof. This would actually be a pretty good time to invade Austria. Are you allied with shit though? No. The Russian intervention does not actually include an alliance. Oh. Yes. A little invasion, yes. Okay. It takes 333 days. By that time, the shit will be over. But they might be a bit weakened by the whole Civil War thing. Then again, France is probably going to be a bit weakened as well. Are you still in the sphere? Yeah, you are. Shame. You are not, but you are... You are in... Yeah, we don't border, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, no, the only person I can invade is Austria. But I know that works though, because Nax... Shit, he changed his name recently. Well, he always includes Nax in his name. It's a bit of a meme on the Discord where we always change the names around because of memes, but the fundamentals stay the same. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it on that. Thank you so much for watching this first episode, and until next time, bye!